Welcome to Would I Lie to You, the show that's full of fabulous facts and fantastical fibs. I'm Chrissy Swan, and joining me are two teams who will take turns telling stories. It's up to the opposing team to determine whether the story is true or a lie. The team with the most correct guesses wins. Easy. Captaining our first team tonight from the satirical comedy group The Chaser, it's Chris Taylor. Alongside Chris tonight is a comedian who is a huge fan of Law & Order SVU, so don't be surprised if he jumps up, slams someone against a wall and tries to beat the truth out of them. It's Rhys Nicholson. Dun, dun. And our next guest is an academic, TV presenter and childhood ballerina. So just like Chris, except for the academic part, please welcome Dr. Susan Carland. Captaining our second team tonight, it's comedian Frank Woodley. Joining Frank is an actor and winner of Australian Survivor who was so affected by a time on the show that she's spent the last 40 minutes searching our set for a hidden immunity idol. Welcome, Miranda. He is a fabulous comedian who is so good at telling lies. I actually believed him when he told me that he lives in Wagga because he actually likes it. It is Dane Simpson. First up is Home Truths. Let's get cracking, where our panellists each read out a statement from the card in front of them. The card will contain either a truth from their life or a lie completely made up by us, but they won't know until they read it aloud. It's up to the opposing team to sort the facts from the fabrications. Pia, you are first up. Off you go.
Okay. I'm afraid of food being lonely in my stomach, so I always eat two of everything.
Right.
I hope this is true.
Yeah.
All right, Chris's team.
How long have you been doing this, Pia?
Years.
And do two things mean like two chips, two whole potatoes? When is the quantity?
Two chickens?
I eat two mouthfuls in twos and chips in twos so that everyone has a best friend in my stomach.
Sorry, but yeah, but if you have it...
I don't know if this helps or not, but I've known Pia for years and she is a lunatic.
Is it the same for drinks? Do you have to have two sips of drinks so the drinks aren't lonely, or is it just for food?
Just for food because they're solid, and so drinks, it's more of like an abstract concept in my in my belly. Whereas food...
Yeah.
Food's more of a solid, liquid's more of a liquid. Yeah.
So let's say you're at a breakfast buffet and you've got eggs, bacon, baked beans, toast, cereal. Describe your journey along that buffet table.
So 2 pieces of toast, 2 eggs, 2 slices of bacon, and just 1 orange juice.
OK, you start with the 2 pieces of toast. The first piece of toast is in there. It's a little bit lonely. I know, a second piece of toast. It's no longer lonely. There's no lonely food left in your stomach, so why do you even need to have any more food?
I could still be hungry after those 2 pieces of toast, and then I'll be like, hey, maybe I'll have 2 pieces of bacon.
You're hungry again, but the second... You only need 1 piece of bacon. You don't need 2 pieces of bacon if...
No, but then the bacon's lonely.
No, because it's got toast down there to keep it company.
No.
But the toast could gang up on the bacon.
Are you saying... What kind of world do you live in where toast and bacon don't get on? You saying they need to have one of their own kind to not be lonely?
Oh, yes,
Enter the eggs. Enter the eggs.
What a terrible world your stomach is in.
I
like
know.
where there's no globalisation, as it were. There's only... It's a very ghettoised stomach.
Absolutely.
And what would happen if you couldn't have 2 things?
Yes.
Say there was only 1 grape and that was all you could have. What happens then?
I just wouldn't have the grape.
What if so...
If this is true, you know you get 10 free sessions on Medicare?
What are you thinking, Susan? I mean, it's
very odd.
Very unlikely.
Very odd.
The giggling at the start, for me, is potentially a red herring. Do you know what I mean? Like, the kind of like, what, how do I, what's card?
But whenever she does have a herring, she has 2 of them.
Yeah.
I imagine, like, I can see, like, a little child, you know, here comes the something, and it's animated as a little being, you know, when you're a child and you swallow it and you imagine it almost going down a slide or something.
Yes.
And I imagine
So
it's scary too. What happens next to that sultana?
Yeah.
Well, it gets shit out.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Wouldn't you
Can
like
I
to
just
be
say,
shut out
for
with a
number
friend?
twos,
Do you have to monitor that they're coming out 2 by 2? Lest that one come out and the other one's still alone in there, friendless.
I think the story ends once they disappear from my belly, and then I feel like they died together and everything's going to be okay.
Jesus Christ!
Truth or lie?
Look, I think it's a lie. What do you think?
I mean, I hope it's a lie for your sake.
Yes. Lie? I think lie.
I think lie.
No, we don't buy it. We're going to say a lie.
Yeah, Miranda, is that a truth or a lie? Oh, gosh.
It is true.
Chris is genuinely worried.
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
But now I'm all
Wow.
stressed out because
No,
I never thought of like what happens to them afterwards.
All right, Chris, it is time for your home truth.
What, we're just moving on as if that's normal, are we?
You can ask her everything after the show, Chris. I'm sure you're full of questions.
As a kid, I was the face of a clothing range for boys called Tween Scene.
Tween scene.
when you say as a kid, how old were you when you struck out as a model?
I was a tween, I'd say. Yeah, I was about 11, 12, I'd say.
And you were the face of that all those clothes.
Briefly, yeah, for a couple of seasons.
How did you get the job?
I had an agent when I was young. I had a friend who'd done it, a friend at school, and I sort of was jealous. I was going, oh, there's this kid at school getting money for just basically putting on clothes. And so I asked Mum, do you mind if I do that? And she was reluctant, to be honest. She sort of never wanted to get into any sort of show business. So I've
Especially if you worded it that way. Like, there's a kid at school that's getting paid to put on clothes.
yeah.
Can I do that?
Although, to be fair, the alternative is worse.
I was going to say, could you do one pose for us that replicates what you would have
Well,
done
it's
in...
like for tween scene.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. It's very different to adult modelling, which is all...
Yeah, I'd hope so.
It's more just sort of dopey kids going... It's a bit of that and, yeah, and a bit of...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Check out my nipples. Right, OK. Did they ever at any point ask you to put your thumbs into your pockets?
We might have done that move. We might have done that move.
OK.
Could you show us a bit of that? Is there any thumb in pocket?
Yeah, it was sort of... I'll come out.
It feels
Please,
weirdly
I wanna see all
pervy
of
now.
it.
I don't want you to fetishise me as a young boy, but it was sort of...
Yes. Yeah, right. Oh, I see that.
I can see that.
If it's not true, he wishes it was true.
And I'd pay good money to see you recreate those in print now. Like, to just see you in some dungarees or...
Right.
Speaking of good money, it is excellent money for a child to get a modelling gig. What happened to the cash?
I remember I didn't receive any of it. It was put in a trust fund.
It's a Britney Spears situation.
Free Chris! Free Chris!
Now, I'm just flashing back to those kind of ads that I've seen. What did they do to your hair?
Gel. It was all...
Oh, no.
This was the 80s, remember? It was all very gelled up.
And how did that make you feel?
Like a model.
So it made you feel good, not like, oh, I'm going to get teased, and everyone was like, I'm
Well,
like
no
a
one
rock
was
star.
there during the shoots to tease me, but there was a little bit of noodling, if that's the word, in the playground. Like, I got rid...
I don't think... Actually, I'm going to say...
We got it on tap.
I'm going to say... You know what I'm going to say to that? I don't think that is the word.
I think I meant to say needling. Yeah.
Hitting you with pool noodles,
got-
maybe?
No,
Or just having some...
They'd go to Chinatown and buy some Singapore noodles and just throw them at me in the playground all day. Oh, not another noodling. Why did I do that photographic shoot?
Frank's team, what do you think, truth or a lie?
Look, when he struck that pose with and the foot went out and the heel and the smile, and he just looked like he was coming home, didn't he?
I've never heard of tween scene, and I don't think the word tween came about until the 2000s, maybe. So I don't think that's an 80s word, so I'm going to say it is a lie.
Can I just say to that, this label coined the term tween. It was very ahead of its time, not just from a fashion point of view, but from a language point of view.
Okay.
What do you think, Dane?
Oh, you've got me with the tweens did come in late. No, I'm gonna say true, and then I'll leave it up to you.
Oh, no!
Do that. I was feeling so good because, like, I don't really have to take responsibility for this.
Imagine if this is how juries behaved on murder trials. Like, I don't know, I'll leave it up to you.
I'm trying to decide if the tween technicality issue is enough. Look, I've got this weird feeling it's true. So I'm gonna go with Dane, and we're gonna say it's true.
It's true. All right, Chris Taylor, is that a truth or a lie?
I want to know too.
Tween scene is, of course, a lie.
Here you had
He
it.
was on that.
All right, it's time for a break. We'll see you soon on Would I Lie to You? Welcome back to Would I Lie to You? And we are in the middle of Home Truths. Rhys, you are next.
Once, in a desperate attempt at foreplay, I made my date watch a memorial service.
That's hot.
You do give off a slightly, like, sexy vampire vibe for me.
Yes, like a bit of an undertaker.
Who was the memorial service for?
It was for Jim Henson.
Oh, well, that would be entertaining.
Yeah.
It's not. It's quite grim. It's like...
Is the coffin made of felt?
No, and it sings. They
actually got Jim and they attached things to him. So, why did you decide to use Jim Henson's memoriam as foreplay?
I had seen it earlier on, and look, I was in my very early 20s, not hugely confident. Like, we were clearly on a date, but no one had really talked about how it was a date, and he just kind of said, I live near here, do you want to come to my house? And I was like, in my head, I was like, 4-6, yes. And we got to his house, and he had on his wall a poster, and I was just getting more and more nervous, and he had a Muppets poster on his wall. And I remember it so vividly because it's true. We were sitting on the edge of his bed, like, just kind of talking, and I saw the Muppets poster, and I was like, hey, have you ever seen Jim Henson's funeral? And he went, no. And then I got out my phone and made him watch it. And it's like, there's bits in it where Big Bird sings It's Not Easy Being Green, fighting off tears. You know...
Hang on, Big Bird sang it,
yeah.
not Kermit the Frog.
No. Kermit couldn't sing it. Kermit's dead.
Oh, sorry. I feel terrible. Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Although at this point, Jim was green.
That's
Frank Woodley.
I get what happened, but you're saying you used it for foreplay, as in you went...
Well,
you went a funeral is the way...
I think we can all agree it was misguided. Yeah, it's just like deflecting.
Okay.
A dead icon, shall we watch?
Is it moving? Like, did the puppets give eulogies?
Big Bird walked down the centre of the... It wasn't a church, it was in like a TV studio, and saying It's Not Easy Being Green, and then said, put his hand on the coffin and said, I miss you, and then walked out.
Oh.
Then we had to take that energy, shift it.
But he did have his hand up.
Yeah.
What famous people were at the memorial?
Big Bird not famous enough for it.
Yeah.
Randy Feltface was in the front just sobbing his eyes off.
You know how they love to trot out famous people at memorials? I feel like if it was a memorial of someone famous, everyone would have turned up.
Snuffleupagus was there, for sure.
Yeah.
The Grouch didn't come and it was a huge scandal.
The thing for me is that if it's a lie, he's never seen that card before when he pops it up, right? But he knew about that memoriam, or he made that up, but that felt I'm saying true.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the Big Bird, no, the Big Bird thing's weird, but I'm going to say true as well, I think.
You think that's weird? You eat 2 of everything.
True or a lie?
He just said the Grouch, not Oscar the Grouch.
Oscar the Grouch.
Did you say Oscar the Grouch or did you just say the Grouch?
The Grouch, but we're not on first... We don't know each other.
The kind of person who looks up a memorial
Would know it's called
would know that it was called the Grouch. So I said it was true. Are we turning it around? We're going for lie?
We're going for lie.
Yeah,
We're going
let's
for
do it.
lie.
Yeah,
We're
let's do
turning
it, let's
around.
do
We're
it.
going for lie.
Wow, a last-minute change. Rhys Nicholson, is that a truth or a lie?
That is a true.
So close, Frank's team. It's true, Rhys did make his date watch a Jim Henson memorial service as an attempt at foreplay, and it worked.
We're engaged.
I think it's a lovely story. That's the sort of thing I'd do.
All right, Frank, it's your turn.
I love my childhood home so much that sometimes the current owners let me come in and sit on the couch when they're having their dinner.
So
Sit on the couch.
How old are you in this house?
I'd say that I was probably, I'm just guessing, but it would be from 10 to when I was an adult and when I left.
How did you end up going back to the house and asking to then enter the house whenever you want?
Well, because my sister is actually married to a person who lives about 3 doors down.
Your sister lives 3 doors down from the family home.
From the family home that we used
But
to live
then
in.
how does that get you into the family home?
Oh, it just means that I'm in the area quite often.
Yes, it means you're...
But that doesn't mean they're letting you in.
Exactly. We can all believe you might be in the area. It's quite a step to then knock on the door and say, can I sit on your couch?
Whenever I want.
But I will, when I go to see my sister, I'll pop over there, knock on the doorbell, which is not the most efficient way to get in. But it rings again and again. Ding, 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 ding. I'll knock on the door, and if they're home, we don't even really need to talk about it anymore. They just go, g'day, Frank, come on in. I'll go in and I'll just sit on the couch for a while. They're in their sort of, I would say, late 70s. He's got a little bit of dementia and she's struggling a little bit. So what I like to do, every time I go and visit my sister, before I go home, I just go over there and go, hey, do you mind if I come back in and just hang out in my childhood home for a little while? Because it makes me feel really good. And then, but really, I'm doing it just because I think she's a bit lonely because she's struggling with the husband.
What are their names?
Yeah, what are their names?
Mr. and Mrs. Gresson.
Gresson.
Do you want another swing at that, or...?
Say it again.
I'm changing their name
Why?
for their privacy.
What are you changing it to?
His name is Albuquerque Gresson and her name is Flim Flim Gresson.
Albuquerque and Flim Flim
But
Gresson.
that's not their actual names. That's just to protect their privacy.
Right.
Their real names are Bojumbi Wakite and Haka 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 No.
So,
They are very old-timey names.
how many times have you visited this house?
I would say 40 times, maybe.
What? 40 times you've knocked on the door of these poor people and sat on their couch.
It's just become like a little thing where she brings me heaps of food and
So what do you
cups of
do?
tea.
You just sit there and eat?
I just sit there and eat the tea
But
and
surely you're only in the neighbourhood to visit your sister who's presumably prepared a meal. Why are you
not
gorging on biscuits?
I'm not going there for the food.
No.
Are you in love with her?
Sounds like you spend more time with this couple than your actual parents and probably your sister.
That could well be true.
All right. Is Frank telling a truth or a lie here?
He's telling a lie.
No, I think he's telling the truth.
You think he's telling the truth?
And you know what is interesting? I reckon he is telling the truth and you can't see it because you're not a nice person. To you that he would go and do this nice thing 40 times. And so you can't comprehend that.
I can believe...
That's true.
That's certainly true.
That is the truth.
Chris?
Well, I think it's a lie, but in the interest of not appearing like the most heartless person in the world, I think we're going to have to say true.
How are you feeling, Susan?
I feel sick. If this is a lie, everything's terrible. I'm going to have to leave.
Frank Woodley, Please reveal your answer. Is this a truth or a lie?
I think what we've learned today is that Susan is lovely, it's a lie.
Oh, no! I'm so sorry.
How dare you? I'm so relieved that's a lie.
I love that you're the length you're willing to go. There's, oh, is that a heartstring? I'm pulling that.
Yes, indeed, it's a lie. Frank doesn't go in and sit on the couch of his childhood home. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Would I Lie to You right after the break. Welcome back to Would I Lie to You? Our next round is called This Is My. It's where we bring on a mystery guest who has a close connection to one of our panellists. This week, each of Chris's team will claim it's them that has the genuine connection to the guest. It's up to Frank's team then to spot who's telling the truth. So please welcome this week's special guest, Tony. All right, this is Tony. Rhys, who is Tony to you?
This is Tony. It's good to see you again, Tony. He agreed to share a dressing room with me on a particularly busy Boxing Day sale.
All right. Susan, who is Tony to you?
This is Tony. He is a children's party magician and he made one of my children genuinely disappear.
Oh, my God, can I get your number, Tony? It's an unbelievable gift. Chris, who is Tony to you?
This is Tony. He no longer invites me to play cricket with him ever since my testicles made me a liability.
There we have it. Is Tony Rhys's change room chum, Susan's masterful magician, or Chris's critical cricketer? Frank's team, do you want to start your questions to Rhys, maybe?
OK, so who was in the changing room first?
He was.
And then you, I'm assuming you took an outfit to the change room and as you opened the door, was there a door or a curtain?
It was a curtain and it was one of those situations where it wasn't quite, you know, like the frustrating thing where they just don't seal? Like,
Yes.
you want it to be like that, but thank you.
Yeah.
And it was quite dramatic. I was like, here we go. Whoa! And Tony did, to his credit, kind of was like, it's fine, you can just come in. And we shared the little room.
How long ago was this?
Like 4 years, I reckon.
And you just exchanged numbers and said, I need
so
you on
it
a
turns
game
out
show
he
in 4
works
years.
he's a television writer. And so we got, as we were like changing shirts and stuff like that, we got kind of chatting.
OK, so for me, the thing that's kind of I'm struggling with is the fact that, well, there's quite a bit, actually.
OK.
The first thing is that he said, come on in. Spacious change room. I had a bit of a problem with that. Then, come on in, and then you came on in. Like, wouldn't you...
I never said that I did that.
You did go into the change room with him. Wouldn't you just go, no?
To be honest, it was a point in my life where I was doing a little bit of like, just say yes to the universe a little bit more.
What store was this?
It was Maya. And I am available for...
So did it...
You could say I only shop at Maya.
I don't know if this is unfair to Tony, but would you say that Tony had a hairy chest or more smooth?
It was like that kind of... Because I'm a surprisingly hairy person.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, is
That
it weird if I...
surprising.
It is weird.
It is weird, yeah.
Oh, my God, Rhys!
Wow.
Yeah. I got some weird hormone problem going on there.
That
Felt
should
like
have
I-
been your story. I'm
Yeah.
Rhys Nicholson and I have a very hairy chest.
I just want to quickly, the dimensions of the change room, just quickly, in terms of...
Oh, yeah. Do you want me to get up and kind of show you? Like, I reckon from here to about, like...
Oh.
Okay. Does Maya have curtains, though?
Oh, yeah, I remember this.
All right. Let's move on to Susan, shall we? Susan, remind us of your connection with Tony again.
Tony is a children's party magician who made one of my kids genuinely disappear.
How did he make him disappear?
So we hired Tony as a magician and he was doing tricks and then he said, OK, I'm going to make the birthday boy disappear. And he obviously told our son beforehand, OK, so when I say this, you sort of scamper out here. And then, so he said, abracadabra, and our son was gone, and then he didn't come back.
So at that point, you must have been going like, in one way, I'm incredibly excited to discover that magic is real. But on the other hand, we've lost a child.
At first we thought, oh, it's part of the trick, it might be a bit funny, he'll bring him back later. And time went on, and time went on.
And
How much time?
After 2 hours...
2 hours? That's a commitment to a trick, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tony said, I've got to get to my next gig. Good luck. If the police need to speak to me, here's my card.
Oh, really?
After 2.5 hours, when my husband was on the phone to the police, because we actually thought something had gone wrong, was Tony dodgy, our son wandered in.
Your son walks in?
Yes, our son walked in.
And where had he been?
He had gone to the neighbour's tree house and fallen asleep. He thought he had to hide and he fell asleep.
How old was he?
4.
Okay, that makes sense.
See, I believe that could happen. But the fact that Tony just went on with the show for a 4-year-old, and at the end he was just like, yeah, sometimes they disappear.
Is Tony still working as a magician? Because if he is, that's a bit of an issue.
You can look him up in the yellow pages. It's Dodgy Tony.
I struggle to... Hello, Tony here. Oh, would I lie to you? Yeah. Appear on national television. You'll tell a good yarn about me, though, yeah? I feel like Tony's magic business is going downhill from this.
Dane, I'd be careful what you say, because Tony has powers. That's it. And then if you want to stay in that chair for the rest of the show, I'd shut your mouth.
That's the most ridiculous... Tony! It's just a game, Tony. Relax.
All right. Should we move on to
let's
Chris?
move
Yeah.
This is Tony. He no longer invites me to play cricket with him ever since my testicles made me a liability.
Thought it had something to do with your testicles.
It always does with you.
Where do you want to start with, Chris?
The testicles?
Yes.
What's wrong with them?
Great question.
They're broadly OK now, but there was an incident where they weren't OK. And for the years that I was a cricketer, I couldn't play cricket because of my testicles.
Why?
But you wanted to play cricket.
Yeah.
They're too big, or did you have nut rot?
Essentially, there was a...
Stop showing off.
Instead of a box, you had to use a bike helmet.
I had a genuine injury to the testicle while playing cricket, where I got hit.
Yes.
So it wasn't safe for me to take the playing field because the equipment hadn't been made to protect my, let's now call it an eggplant-sized testicle. And it was also the same colour as an eggplant, roughly.
And we're going to look at them just here.
He's played a 5-day testing match.
And I'd imagine you probably had trouble going out to bat in a couple different ways, surely.
Yes. Yeah. Very hard to shop for briefs when you've got, like, there was a specific place I had to shop to get briefs that were big enough to accommodate...
Loaves?
No, it wasn't Lowe's. No, it was called the Generous Gent. It's the name of a shop that sell large boxes. And so I had to wear those for 2 years.
Well, I'm sorry, 2 years you had a testicle the size of a huge watermelon.
Yeah. Yes, I'd say it got to watermelon size.
Why didn't you see someone about this overgrown zucchini in your pants?
I did. And they said it will just go down naturally. And it took 2 years. It is sort of gone down now.
Is it
it's
they the
probably
same
the size
size?
of a kiwi fruit now.
Okay.
Which is still quite big.
It is
Yeah.
big. Can you stand up? You said
I'm
you had a
not gonna
kiwi
get-
fruit
You
down
heard
there.
the woman.
Stand up.
I'm not going to get my testicle out.
What, are you wearing jeans? Are you wearing jeans?
Oh, yeah.
They look the same same size to me. I didn't see a kiwi fruit in there.
They look the same size to me.
Well, like both sides of the jeans, I can't see more of a bulge on one side than the other.
I'm getting
side.
very
Hang on, wait, where are
uncomfortable about
balls?
the
Are they-
objectification of men's testicles at this point.
Although balls are kind of under, aren't they? So
Yes.
maybe...
You tell me, you sound like the expert.
Frank's team, we are going to need an answer. Is Tony Rhys's change room chum, Susan's masterful magician, or Chris's critical cricketer? What say you?
I know what I think. What are you thinking?
I'm not buying the balls, and I'm...
No.
No one's asking you to take them home with you.
I'm confused because, firstly, I don't think Maya has curtains,
Maya has everything.
but I kind of feel like Susan looked a little bit annoyed when she was, like, truthfully annoyed when she was telling the story, and I think he might be a magician.
OK, and Dane?
Very good logic. I love that. You had me at Myers. Don't have curtains. They have doors.
He
They
didn't
had
even-
no.
but
Level
he
3,
didn't
they
even-
sell curtains.
But he didn't say which Maya.
I've got a vague
Have you been
memory of
to
going
every
to a
single
Maya that
Maya?
had curtains, so I'm a little bit...
I love the bit of Rhys's story that they're questioning is the curtain, not the fact he got inside a change room with a grown man, showed his orangutan chest,
Yeah.
and then swapped business cards and have been
All right.
colleagues ever since. That's all normal. But you're going, oh, there's no curtains at Myers, so it must be a lie.
Calm down, big nuts. Come on.
So what do you think, Dane?
I think it is Susan.
I think it's Susan.
I'm feeling it's Susan too, because I think just when you mentioned the idea of going to the tree house and then falling asleep, it just dropped in as being very believable to me. So we're going to say Susan.
All right, so we're going with Susan and the magician.
Yeah.
Tony, would you please, for the love of all that's good and holy, reveal your true identity?
My name's Tony, and I don't ask Chris to play cricket anymore because his testicles are a liability.
Keep the applause going for the brilliant Tony. So many questions. Thank you, Tony. Yes, it's true. Tony is Chris's critical cricketer.
And Chris has got a massive ball.
We will be back with more Would I Lie to You right after the break. You are watching Would I Lie to You, and it's time for our next round, Possession, in which a mystery object may or may not belong to one of our panellists. It's up to the opposing team to work out whether the story is a truth or a lie. Now, Rhys, it's your turn. Have a look under your desk. There should be a little boxaroo. Pop it on the bench.
It's Tony.
Pop it on the bench. Put whatever's inside on top. Here we go. And read the card.
This is my toilet paper. It is customary in my family to measure the size of one's head with it.
Well, there you go. Frank's
So,
team.
in your family, you have a custom where you measure your head with toilet paper. Tell me more.
So there's two sides to my family. There's the Nicholson side and the Dorman side. The Dorman side, we've all got big old heads. And it became there's a running joke in my family where we lean back and who can lean back the most in a photo to make your head look smaller. No, but it kind of came from this thing where it was around Christmas time. And you know that point in Christmas Day where maybe a few of the either kids have gone to bed or and it's kind of just older family time and it just gets a bit loose. Do you know, time is lost. And then traditions are made, and there was a joke started from my Uncle Glenn that was we've all got these big heads, we're talking about having big heads, and we decided it would be funny to
Oh, is that
measure...
6 sheets, Glenn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we decided to measure our heads with the toilet paper.
I want one of the kids to wake up late at night and just walk out, just all these adults just wearing these toilet paper hats.
It's kind of the vibe. It's almost a little bit of, there's ceremony to it. It's hey, which must
Oh, it's on
be
a gold
terrifying.
plate. It's measuring time at the Nicholson house.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, my partner Kyron, he does have a similarly big head, and there was a little bit of a one of us, one of
I'm
us.
starting to think the only reason there was a toilet paper shortage during the pandemic was there were just a lot of measuring going on in this house.
basically any time people are married into the family, it's kind of like, are we going to measure his head? Well, you think your family's normal-ish, and then it's not until you get married or have a long-term partner that you take them to Christmas and you look at your family through the prism of this person. You're like, uh-oh. Like I remember I had to warn my partner. So we were going to a New Year's Eve party. I had to say to him, at midnight, my Uncle Peter is going to do a thing where he does a handstand and clicks his heels together, and my whole family are going to go, stand on your head and click your heels together, stand on your head, and we all do it together because I realised I had to warn him or he would leave.
I want to meet Uncle Pete so bad.
Yeah.
He's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's a bit easier for him to stand on his hands than his feet because his centre of gravity's down near his massive head.
So do you measure them out and then put them in a line and see whose is bigger, or do you just measure them and go 2.5 sheets?
It's kind of like, and most people are around like 8.
One revolution of the forehead, 8 sheets.
You're on my team.
Yeah, I know. I'm just agreeing it's a very big-headed family.
Yeah. Between 6 and 8. Between 6 and 8 is kind of the sweet spot. I reckon I'm like a 7.
Okay,
well, let's find out.
Should we start at the...
Stand on your head and click your heels together. Stand on your head, stand on your head. Stand on your head and click your heels together. Stand on your head, stand on your head. Oh, it broke a little bit.
Now, there, let's just count there. So we have 1, 2, 3...
Go into show business,
4, 5, 6.
6.
6 and a bit.
It is not between 6.5 and 8, which is what you originally said.
No, but it's about 6.5, and that's close enough for me to feel like that this is believable.
I don't think your head looks big to me. Do you think? Or I guess I shouldn't ask
That's
everyone.
the nicest thing anyone has ever said to me.
Well, let's check around your head, Chris, and see how it compares.
Yeah, that's a good test.
Stand on your head.
I love what this show has come reduced to for entertainment. Wrapping people's head in dunny paper.
It's at least half a sheet.
Significantly
smaller.
You look so proud when you realised your head was bigger.
I've got a big old head.
And Chris looks rather disappointed that he's a pinhead.
Yeah.
All right, enough proof one way or the other. What do you think, guys?
When he first started telling the story, I thought, well, it's clearly a lie. It's absolutely, I was 100%, and now he's gotten into my head. No, stand on it, and I'm just like...
I've gotten into your head and I could be on the outside of your head. What a horrible image of someone...
My only weird thing is, like, heads don't grow, so why would you measure it once a year?
It's the ritual, weird ritual aspect of it.
And the new people who are into the family are getting measured.
Yeah.
I don't think that people whose measurements have already been established are getting measured every year.
It's almost a hazing, you know?
Yeah.
I'm feeling so much doubt we're going to say lie.
I reckon it's true.
Oh, Frank. What have you done?
Look, I'm going to say that on this occasion, I think it was a brilliantly told lie.
All right, Rhys, is that a truth or a lie?
That was, in fact, a true.
It is true. It's time for a break. We'll see you soon on Would I Lie to You? Welcome back to Would I Lie to You? And it's time for quick fire lies. Just a reminder, the story on the card could be completely familiar to our panellists or something they've never, ever seen before. Susan, you can start us off.
When I gave a presentation at the United Nations in Geneva, I was so nervous that when I finished, instead of saying thank you, I accidentally said, love you.
I love it already. Frank's team, where are you going to start?
So what was the presentation about?
It was just about some research that I'd done.
And what was that
about
research?
women's rights around the world. So I did a presentation on that on a panel.
I must YouTube that with my partner.
So then at the point where you said at the end, love you, how did that make you feel?
Oh, I was very nervous, and I just got it wrong.
There's worse things to say. Like, luckily it wasn't screw you. Like,
Yeah.
it was, like, love you's actually not a terrible message.
Right, no, bomb them would have been worse.
Yeah.
That's
That
true.
was your other speech.
Were there a lot of, like, why were you so nervous? Because you do a lot of talks, I'm assuming, being an academic.
Yeah.
You were so nervous because it's just a big deal being in Geneva, or were there
Yeah,
massive
the United
people there?
Nations, Geneva. It was a big deal. They had all the translators. There was people from all over the world. It felt like a big moment.
She had
Big
to follow
moment.
Greta Thunberg. It's a very, very pressure
Right.
bill.
Afterwards was Greta like, how dare you?
I don't love you.
I dreamt of ending my speech like that. And you have stolen my dreams.
The worst bit was I could hear, because when you're at the UN, everyone around you who doesn't speak the same language has a little thing in their ear and it's being automatically translated into their ear. And I could hear the translations around me of the different languages. And everyone's sort of wondering, was that a weird translation?
But there was like one guy that was like, all right.
I feel like there's an ex-boyfriend watching on the telly going, so she can say it.
I feel like it's a truth.
It
it feels
feels...
real. It was the translations that got me, because... And we've all done that sort of stuff, you know, when, like, you've called your teacher mum or...
Yes, it feels very, very plausible, that's for sure.
I feel like it is the truth. Love you.
Oh, that's a nice moment.
Thanks.
I meant thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we're saying that that's true.
Dr. Susan Carland, is that the truth or a lie?
That is a lie.
Who's the bad person now, huh? Pia,
OK.
it's your turn.
I had an imaginary boyfriend for 3 whole years.
True.
What period of your life was this?
From 14 to 17.
And what were they called?
Mace.
It's not on the card. You can.
Well done
okay.
for well, good pronoun check.
Mason Galbraith.
Mason Galbraith. Were they an English professor?
No, they, I don't know, lived in America. I don't know. He worked in the fashion industry. And he was modelled on Ridge Forrester from Bold and the Beautiful.
So he was a bit older
That.
by about 30 to 40
So,
years.
Why? Why did you do this?
Because I didn't like boys, and I thought it would stop people asking me why I didn't have a boyfriend.
What did you have in common with Mason?
We liked fashion. I like people with blue eyes, and he had blue eyes, like Ridge. We liked summer and thought each other was super attractive.
Why did it end?
Because I got a boyfriend.
A real boyfriend.
was Mason Galbraith upset when you dropped him?
Yeah, he was devastated.
He was.
Absolutely devastated.
How do you
And
break
never
up?
called me again.
How do you...
Well, he's here tonight. Come on, Mason.
Mason Galbraith. You know when the cops pull you over and you sort of struggle to think of a name on the spot? Mason Galbraith is the kind of name you'd come up with when you're drunk.
I mean, why are you struggling to think of a name when the cops pull you over? Absolutely. Like, if me, yeah. I'm struggling when the cops pull me over. But you, cuz, you're white. You'll be fine.
Just say your name's Chris Taylor from now on.
Look, I'm struggling to buy this. What are you thinking?
It's definitely true.
True. Which part of it...
Having been a teenage girl, 100%, I think that's a true story.
I think it could potentially be true as well. You're a very, very good actor, and there were times throughout that it seemed like she doesn't know what she's talking about, but that's acting.
Well, look, it seems I'm the only doubting Thomas. We've got one truth, one truth. I'll go with my team and we'll say Mason Galbraith wasn't real, but was real in her head.
Pia Miranda, is that the truth or a lie?
It is true.
Yay! Susan, you knew! All right, it's time for a break. We'll see you soon on Would I Lie to You? Welcome back to Would I Lie to You? And we are right in the middle of a round we call Quickfire Lies. All right, Frank, you are up.
I ruined my relationship with my local milk bar over a block of butter.
A block of butter. All right.
When was this, Frank?
It was about, I would say that it was about 10 years ago.
What happened with the stick of butter that caused such a kerfuffle?
So I bought a stick of butter and the butter was better that I bought. And I took it home and there was a bit of sticky tape on the end. And I went,
yuck.
What?
That's not right.
That can't be, it shouldn't be. Is it? And it was. And when I peeled it then open a bit further, you could see one tiny little, like the butter knife had that, you know, the little serration.
Yes.
Some knives have just a little bit of a serrated little thing on it.
Someone had been there.
Maybe even like half a piece of toast that would have covered or something.
And then put it back together, sticky taped it back up, and then sold it to you.
And sold it to me.
Did you return it?
At that point, I should have laughed and gone and made the sound that the audience made, which was, oh, and then just gone, you know, let's leave it at that. But I grew up in a milk bar, and I think maybe a little bit of my family pride in
a milk bar.
Hang on a minute.
No, we lived above the milk bar. My family ran a milk bar, and
That's
so
every child's dream.
I know.
Oh, but there is a dark side. I did have to watch out for Dairy Queen friends. You know, those kids who only want to hang around you so they can. You know.
Oh, that would have been me.
So I took it back to the milk bar. And, like, I thought it was quite funny in a way, but I just thought they should know. And this is where it started to go a bit kooky. I showed him the sticky tape. I said, look, see this sticky tape? And I folded back and said, look, there's been a little sliver taken out of it. So I'd like to have the butter replaced. And I hadn't really been prepared for the fact that what the man said was no. And I said, no, it happened. I got it home and he went, no. And I said, yeah. Yes. And I went, I'm going to replace the butter. And he went, no, don't. And I said, I am going to. And I put it down on the counter and I went, I'm getting another butter. And he said, no. And I said, yeah. And he went, don't. And I said, I am. Stop, no. And I took it and he went, don't. And I said, I'm going with the butter. And he went, don't go. And I went, yeah. And he went, no. And I said, I am. And and then it was like, gling, 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 through the door.
Yes.
And I walked out onto the street and I thought, I can never go back into that shop ever again. And that's my local milk bar.
Yeah.
What have I done? It wasn't worth it.
What we're being asked to judge here is whether that was a sufficiently embarrassing episode that he'd never go into the milk bar again. Have you ever heard of just going in and saying, sorry?
I actually went in and I said, look, I really want to say sorry. And he went, no.
If this is true, I love the idea that he has seen you on television since with his family just being like, the butter man!
Do we think he looks like the man who was raised in a milk bar?
No.
Okay, then maybe it's a lie.
I don't think... You look like you didn't have enough calcium as a kid, so... This has become a roast.
I can't believe it's not butter. I can believe it's a lie. I think we're all saying it's a lie.
Unanimous. Frank Woodley, is that the truth or a lie?
Well, it is actually true.
Yes! Thought so. Well, and that noise signals that time is up. It's the end of the show. And I can reveal that tonight's winner is Frank's team. Well done, guys, but it's not just a team game. My individual player of the night is Pia Miranda. And that's it for Would I Lie to You. Thank you so much for watching and good night.